Welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra preview. I am McBeard, and this is a spicy Korean list that came out just like half an hour ago. We are on the day now. All decks are unlocked, so we can make everything. So we can preview all sorts of stuff. So we're playing Demacia forward. So this is a really cool list that has Garen and Vladimir in it. And just kind of focuses on units that take a lot of damage and survive. And the units are more likely to survive. Even though you're only playing Vladimir and a couple other units that care about Vladimir, you're playing units that take a lot of damage. Vladimir levels up in your deck, levels up in your hand. When you draw him, it happens, and then you can just finish off with burn damage to the face. And Vladimir doesn't hurt any of these tough units because tough units don't take 1 point of damage because all damage is reduced by 1. So the Chain Vest gives an ally tough, which is just good already. Great burst, decent combat trick for 1 mana, very, very strong. Cithria of Cloudfield's a 2/2 for 1, so we're playing 3 of those as well. Radiant Strike is a good combat trick as well. These are just really cheap ways to turn the fights in your favor. So combat is very much Demacia's strong point because they have some of the best, combat tricks. The Battlesmith boosts up elites, and we're playing, this is like one of the only tribal decks. There's a Poro deck as well. That's something else we need to bleed. Something else we need to, import. I'm thinking about too many things at once. We need to import a Poro deck, but we have a tribal deck here with the elites. So bleed is what I'm thinking about. We have transfusion. This damages an ally by 1 and gives another ally +2/+2. But if your ally is tough, they don't take any damage at all. So another great card from Noxus to support, along with Culling Strike, just for good removal. Just strong removal here, very much like Black and MTG. Vanguard Defender is just a good elite that gets buffed up by the Battlesmith. Succession summons a Dauntless Vanguard, which is just a 3/3 elite, which matters because we have a lot of stuff that buffs elites. And the thing is, it summons it on 3, which means that if you float 2 mana from spells, anything that's a spell that creates a unit, you get value in this game because you're always floating mana or carrying mana over for stuff exactly like this. So it allows you to rush ahead a little bit faster than your opponent might think. It's a slow spell. We're only running 1 of them. And then the Vanguard Redeemer, which draws a unit if you lost an ally this turn, plus is an elite herself. Vanguard Sergeant gives you 4 Demacia, which is basically Bloodlust if you've played Hearthstone before. This is just a crazy buff for your entire board that allows you to push crazy damage if you have Overwhelm, which is Trample, which does not exist in Hearthstone. So worlds colliding here. It's kind of very Magic in Hearthstone in the way that you would win this game. Silverwing Vanguard is just a good challenger unit, as well as the Swiftling Lancer. These units can choose their blockers, which allows you to clear the opponent's board. There's pseudo removal. Vanguard Squire is just another card that cares about elites that is an elite itself. Detain captures a unit. An ally captures a unit. This is a very Magic the Gathering-esque ability. Basically, you tell a unit that that unit is holding another unit hostage. As soon as that unit dies, that hostage unit comes back to the opponent. So it's not full removal, but it is a fast spell. It's not as good as Vengeance. It's actually kind of risky, but it still allows you to turn the tide of a fight. Garen just needs to strike twice, and he'll just get the job done eventually. He's super strong. 6/6 for 6 becomes a 7/7 with regeneration. Just a high-value card that you don't need to think very much about it. And when you draw Vladimir, he's usually already leveled up. So he's like about a 6/6 as well, if I'm not mistaken. A 6/6 as well that starts to burn down the Nexus when he attacks with a bunch of people. And then we got the big card, Tiana Crown Guard, one of the best cards for Demacia, 7 for a 7/7 that readies your attack, which means when you play her, you can attack again if you've already attacked, or if you're defending, you get to attack this round. Judgment allows a unit to hit all other units, which just clears the board if it's Garen. It also qualifies Garen's level up condition of striking twice, because he'll strike all those battling units. And finally, Reinforcements as a monster spell. This one summons 2 Dauntless Vanguards. We already saw them as a 3/3, and then grants the entire elite board +1/+1. It is a great anthem, and even though it looks like it's an expensive, slow spell, you can save some carryover mana, get this baby out on turn 5. Let's check out this spicy Korean list. Noxus and Demacia, they don't work together often, especially in lore. The preview patch will end in 6 hours and 20 minutes. No late game here. Vlad is fine. You just want to draw him late when he's already leveled up. Holding on to Silverwing Challenger, you get 2 challenges on the board, and it's an elite. This card is very strong. I think I just want to keep it. The Transfusion isn't really going to help me, though. But I feel like if we want to draw into a curve, and if this is at the top of it for our early game, that's what we want. This is not as bad as it looks for early game because it's a spell, but the rest of this is not great. Very heavy hand right now. We won't be able to do very much against our Demacia Ionia opponent. Sweet Bun heightens the senses. This is a very core card for Ionia. Hand buff, Demacia Ionia. We have to pass. We have no play. Green Glade Caretaker is very scary because that +2/+0 does not go away. We need to kill that unit ASAP. We haven't been able to play anything in reaction here, putting us really behind. I'm sweating a little bit. Sweating a little bit. Can't block. Can't play a blocker in response. Now we can finally play units. So we're going to just play the Vanguard Sergeant and float a mana. Well, no. We don't float the mana anyway. We can't play Detain because an ally has to be on the board. We can play Reinforcements not in our next defending phase.
Discipline and steel.
This card's really, really good 3-drop.
These woods protect their own.
I'm very scared of this. Our opponent has had a very, very good early start. Now we are actually getting mana, though. I really want the Battlesmith on the board before we play the Silver Ring Challenger, but the Challenger can actually force us to clear some of these. I think we have to play the Challenger here, because we need to clear these two things. He'll play a barrier or something and protect it, I'm sure. But we're just too behind on board at this point. Ah, you got it. You got it, Delta. Got the drop from McBeard's stream. Makes me feel good. Proud Papa moment. All right, so we get to trade, hopefully, here.
Glory unrelenting.
We also have a combat trick here that allows us to get more damage into the face or trade if there's a buff that's going to happen here. Here's what's happening if this resolves. Thanks, Oracle Eye. There's the rope. He is playing a spell in response. Ah! He's trying to make this die early. So I'm going to protect it now. Give this +2/+2 so it's not going to die. It's actually going to live with 1 strength, I believe. Yep. Now this happens, which is great for us now. Something with Ezreal, you're not sure what yet? Take your time, man, but don't take too much time. Ooh, he's got something else going here. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's going to go through. We really need to kill this, hopefully soon. We're on defense now, going into 5 mana. 6 mana really for Demacia, so our block is really strong if we wanted to do that. I don't know if it's worth it. I think we just want to play Vlad.
Who would trespass here?
I think I'm going to detain. Choose an ally. Choose a captured unit. So this means that this is gone away into the Shadow Realm as long as this is alive, and I don't take any unnecessary damage, and he loses. The thing is, even if he gives it a barrier, it doesn't stop what's about to happen. Vladdy Daddy. Also, this unit already survived damage due to the transfusion. 2 units have. Ooh. That's not good. Oh, this is all going to go through now for us. Does our opponent have a play? All right, we get to attack now. All right, going into 6 mana with Garen in hand. No spell mana, though, but we just play Garen here, I think. Actually, no, we don't. I think we force him to have it here. I think we go Battlesmith, Radiant Strike. Radiant Strike on the +1/+1 challenger to trade with the Inspiring Mentor. And then we float the mana for a spell perhaps later. And this is a burst spell. He can't respond to it, so he can only play a barrier on this unit, which is probably fine. I mean the only way we are very much more favored to win if this trade goes through, because that means we got to control his early start, and we have way more cards than him. Our late game is looking really good right now. We have Garen. He does have a way of protecting this. He's going to give Barrier and Lifesteal to this card. Damn. It's a really threatening card now. These engines, these early engines, if you know, all my Gwent boys who are getting tired of early engines carrying these 4 provision cards that do so much, you can't escape it in this game. These early game engines are really strong. Another buff here, I believe.
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
Float 3 mana, end round. All right, so Garen's coming to town.
Silent as death.
Fuck, we're gonna take so much damage here. He can deny this, so maybe I don't want to do this. I need Garen to live. I think I play this and Garen, and then Garen's an 8/8.
It's dangerous out there. Take this.
That's a Legend of Zelda reference, I think. Okay, he's playing another unit. Okay, great. Now I can play Garen, except I can't. I can only play Vlad. No, I'll play Reinforcements here. I think he can still deny it. He can still deny it.
I've dressed for the occasion.
Red.
Intruders!
I'm using Vlad to trade. Well, I'm gonna lose this.
Run.
Oh no, I'm not. He's doing that? I can't take oh shit.
Your move.
I have to
Hands up
block
for
this.
forging, not fighting.
I have to. Can't take this damage.
Beaten down.
Bloody mess.
We fight for those who cannot.
Just gotta keep chumping these. Can you over the 8/3 card? Are you talking about this guy here? The Green Glade Caretaker? Every time a unit gets a barrier, +2/+0. So this is a Fiora Shen deck, I think. This is the deck that Bushwalk is playing, like a deck like this. These 2/2 elusives are just such a pain. Like, they draw you a card and they put you on like a mini clock. You get like 4 damage and a card out of this card. It's so strong.
You cannot stall judgment.
That's right. Hast.
Hold the line!
Steady, soldiers.
I don't think I attack into this. I need blockers. Tiana Crown Guard, very important. I do also have Judgment as well. Battling ally strikes all battling enemies, which means that as soon as he puts everything in, I put Garen in and I level him up with the Judgment. So Garen can be played with the Judgments. Strikes all allies, kills them all, and levels up Garen. And that's nice.
I never hold back. Fine and wisp, steady my hand.
Yeah.
On guard.
This is a good play. This forces me to put Garen in and not the Vanguard Defender.
I stand ready.
He's going to deny this. I am very certain. But the block is still in place here. Or Garen's going to level up here. But he would want to probably deny this. On the other side of it, we still solve this problem, but then we have a huge new problem with Fiora. Here it comes. Oh, give an ally...
Strike without worry.
Oh, so this is still gonna die, though. Oh, fuck. Fiora gets another barrier? God, this sucks. He just had so many barriers.
We must not relent.
I'm gonna take 2 more hits from Fiora. She just leveled up.
Too easy. So much fun.
So glad those are dead now. Okay, so we can play Crown Guard.
The order rewards its faithful.
Oh yeah, and I'm passing already, right? This isn't good for us. All right. I mean, at this point, 2 more hits from Fiora, so Fiora will win the game for the opponent regardless of how much health I have. She's the only card that does this with an alternate win condition. We're going to challenge her for sure with this, or with this here, when we play it. I'm really glad this actually happened here. Fully heal an ally and then double power. And health? That's a big problem. When she kills enemies, so she's gonna kill anything I pull in here, and then she just needs to strike again. So I actually can't attack into this or I'll lose the game, I think. The only thing I can do is pull this in and just do this attack here. My only hope is that he cannot kill 2 enemies with Fiora next turn, but he can because there's a lot of, like, even that Judgment card, that does it. As long as he can't kill 2 enemies with by Fiora's hand next turn, we will probably win. Especially if we keep the challenger, because that means we can pull Fiora to the end of the combat line and win before Fiora's win condition goes off. Or the game would tie in that situation. I'm not sure.
Master.
Another barrier.
I will put you down.
Challenging? Let's see if he's challenging here. He could be playing Shen, because Shen gives barriers and cares about giving barriers and gives barriers on support, allowing Fiora to survive longer and for the win condition to go off. So he's probably playing Shen.
On guard.
Interesting. No? Changing mind? Does he know how important this challenger is to me?
Try me.
Sure he does. He has 10 mana still, so I think we just lost. We don't want to play anything that can be killed very easily either, but she has 9 strength now. She can do anything. We need the challengers on the board, though. We need the challengers on the board. Player pass, my friend. Player pass. I think we win the game. I think we just won the game. We have to play the slow spell, though, so he'll be able to respond. And if he has a deny for this, we just lose. We win. He's going to be able to respond. He'll respond with 1 blocker, but we have a challenger. We have 2 challengers right now. We're going to win this game, I think. Very close. As long as Fiora is over here and doesn't kill anything until later, until after I've already dealt lethal damage, it'll either tie or we'll win.
I've got your back.
All right. Those are the 2 things that we challenge when we pull in. And we deal 21 damage to his nexus, right? Hold on. We have to do it like this. She goes at the end, so she kills last. My opponent's already taken lethal damage at that point. If I'm not mistaken, or it's a tie. Either I win or it's a tie. Science. He also could have a recall, which also will win him the game immediately. If he has anything that removes a unit, stops a unit from dealing damage, or the full damage that's on the board, he'll win because Fiora will kill my challenger. And his win condition will be fulfilled. Don't have it. Sometimes they just don't have it. Oh.
You'll move.
That's not it. That's not enough. Battle resolves now. Oh, it does. Wait. Oh, it is going to be a tie. No. Ugh. It doesn't tie. Sequencing matters. He couldn't win the game because he already lost. That was a good game. I enjoyed that very much. Demacia! No denies, no recalls, even though he was Ionia. Woo! Highlights all day. That's what this game's all about. Sometimes they just don't have it, my friends. Sometimes they just don't have it. Okay, not playing a unit this round anyway. Am I going to switch from Gwent to Legends of Runeterra? There's really no point in saying anything like that because the preview ends today, so I can't play it tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. The game's not really out. Let's see. Battlesmith? Yeah, Battlesmith.
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
Top-notch swords.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
These are dangerous. Wait, did I just skip my attack? I don't think I wanted to attack with that anyway, though. This is like a buffing engine. So I'm playing 2 elites here. They both get buffed. I'd rather play the 2 elites than 1 elite, I think.
I'll write my own story.
Can a streamer play multiple card games? Big question. It's a big question, yeah. We'll stun that because it's the weaker card.
Summon your own speed.
Do I take all this damage? Actually, this is I really want to do this, yeah. Call this, because this is just a big problem. That's why you want to play, like, if you're thinking about playing 2 cards, always play your smaller card first. Unless you have a very specific attack strategy. Play 2 elites this turn, they both get buffed. Seems good to me.
To the field!
3/3 tough takes 1 less damage from all sources. Very good all the time. Very strong ability. Ooh, the stun here. Can attack here. Okay. Vanguard Defender just trades really well all the time with everything forever and ever. Let's kill this. Nope. Doesn't want to do it now. Just take the damage. Nope. This is better. Now, Vanguard only takes 1 damage in this case, and I still got a fine trade. I mean, I can still block this. I like the value I got out of this guy now. I feel like I might just block with him. I can play the other elite now.
Approaching the battlefront.
Good value from the Battlesmith. Pretty much just happy. Just did a good job at this point. Good boy. Good guy. Senor Longbeard. Oh, I just work here.
Silent as death.
Really, really great play here, I think. Wait, no buff to this? When you summon an elite. Oh, he's not an elite. Swiftwing is not an elite. You take that 2 damage, elusive. Passing away. Strong attack round here, my friends. We just go right in. A lot of units are going to survive damage. Vladimir is going to maybe level up in some situations. This is also a challenger. So the challenger can force the elusive to block. I like that a lot.
Taste steel! I'll do my best!
Let's get in there. Clean block here. Trade. This unit lives. Oh man, I could detain. I'm about to play for Demacia, so I think I actually want... Do I play detain here? No, I don't. I don't think so.
Shadow.
Two more procs for Vladimir. 3 more, and Vladimir's... He's a strong man. He's a strong vampire man.
Pay or bleed.
Whoa. On start of round, stun the weakest enemy. I think this is actually a really good detain. I don't want this to be a problem for me. I'll give this to my toughest unit. The Captor. Capture that Minotaur. Can we for Alistar? What faction do you think Alistar is going to be? I forget what he was like loyal to. A lot of characters at the beginning were neutral, right? He's a roamer by heart.
Is a leaf's only purpose to fall?
Is a leaf's only purpose to fall? We attack. Oh wait, I can attack. I can't attack.
A Demacian soldier is worth 10 foes.
Hopping out for a bit. Enjoy the game, my friend, or eating, or whatever you're up to. Okay, that's fine. Yasuo's on the board now. Pretty scary immediately. Draw a unit with the Vanguard Redeemer. It's Tiana Crown Guard. That's not a nothing unit. That means we can attack Tiana, attack again, and we might actually just win.
One blade, one purpose.
I mean, if a unit survives damage, Vlad is proccing, so I actually will block this here.
I protect my own.
And I actually will take the... I don't want to take the damage here. Because I draw a card in this case. Nah, for Demacia is worse that way. I'll just let Yasuo hit me. All right, let's go. Get in there, boys. Boys and girls. Hit that face. Bring it down to 4. And we have an extra card in hand. The Oracle Eye even shows the extra card in hand. The game's been programmed to always know what the board state looks like before, if it's going to resolve or not. This is going to recall somebody, I think. But being able to play Tiana Crown Guard into an attack here is just devastating. This is a decisive round. Huge, huge draw here from the Vanguard Redeemer. Tiana! Stun an attacking enemy. That's fine with me, I think. Kazaki! Sorry, Yasuo. You're done. Alright, now we play Tiana Crown Guard and win the game. He has no blockers.
I go where the road takes me.
New recruit reporting in.
Take your place. We've much to do.
Uh-oh. The Battlesmith was really good for us. The Battlesmith was really good for us. All right, so what's going on here? We're stunning Tiana. That's so rude. Just 1 damage. Vladimir is almost ready to go. I think putting tough here is worth it. Another 3/3 tough. More likely to survive damage, more likely to proc Vladimir here. A lot of extra damage here. Better blockers that way too. Survives damage from Yasuo perhaps. Probably not. What's Yasuo at? 5 out of 6. How'd that happen so fast? Oh, right, because it doesn't matter if he's on the board or not. That's going to make Vladimir level up.
No more running.
He's going to lose Yasuo. Good. He has to trade Yasuo. It's the only way he wins. Very good for us. Ooh, changing things up. Oh, where do you want to go? No? You don't want to do it? What do you want to do? Oh, what's happening here? He's going to go ahead and take the 6 damage. He must think he can kill me next turn? He must be praying that he can. I have Detain. I have Vladimir to play. I think I'm just set up. I just have more options. We see 3 cards left in our opponent's hand. We just have more options here.
At last, I have found you.
Double stun.
Turn back while you can.
You can't deny this because he's already spent the big thing. So the Detain, I can't target this. What? Why? Oh, target an ally? So these are going to get stunned, but they're not going to get struck by Yasuo because this is ahead of it in the stack. As you can see, everything is fine. Well, they're stunned. No deny mana. Oh, wait, it's a 3 mana spell. Wait.
Major
No, it's
should
4.
be neither seen nor heard.
Lock him up to the dungeon. No. I want that spell mana for Judgment for Demacia. He's not attacking. This is very good. Reinforcements into attack, but we just attack, right? No, we attack with Vlad to ensure that our opponent dies. We can play Vladimir and reinforcements with 13 mana. So he has to have one hell of a solution here.
I'd never keep my guests waiting.
None of these units take damage from Vladimir's effect either. Also, Vladimir levels up on the attack. You don't need to be attacking with very many units in Vladimir. Like, you just attack with a couple of them. They all take that damage and Vladimir levels up.
Show yourself.
That's too bad. He's going to have to deny this, I think. Oh, baby. That's it. I think we got him. Double Yone Windchaser stuck in the hand. Very heavy. 2 exact copies. He can block all my attackers. So there's no point in attacking. Except I do level up Vladimir. No, I don't. They all die. He got me. That was a good response. But I mean, he has to still finish the job right here. Especially considering I can... Okay, what can I actually do here? Ford Demacia makes it so I can block pretty much anything at all. Damn it!
No one is promised tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm gonna respond with Ford Demacia now because I don't need the buff. This is just gonna make sure that all my units survive. Nothing for me there. All units are gonna get +3/+3. It's gonna make it really hard for him to kill everything, I guess, with stuns. We're in this. Just attacking with Vladimir alone. Vladimir goes to the end, right?
Attack formation!
I'm absolutely parched.
Let it flow.
Let it flow. So this is instant death. Even if everything is blocked, Vladimir's effect, which you can see in the center of the screen, will stop it.
Do not interfere. Dishonorable. Welcome to try. Hope you brought friends.
Stun an attacking enemy. So what I'll do then in this case, I'm just going to cast Judgment here so Tiana strikes all the enemies and kills everything. We win decisively at this point. Wait, did it put her back on the board? Did she get stunned? Oh no, that was what the Oracle Eye showed me. There's Vladimir killing everything. Leveling up.
Lord and Master.
Lord and Master. Ugh. It's good stuff right there. Demacia Nox is good stuff right there.